And now it's time for Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
This is the part where you say hi.
You gotta start talking,
Yeah,
Joey.
I'm coming. Howdy, guys. How are you?
We're good. I was doing better 5 seconds ago, but we're good.
Alrighty.
Is he going to have to get a phone call after the show?
Oh my gosh, are you admitting to calling people after
No,
the show and berating
that doesn't
them?
happen. That doesn't happen. Back to you, Joey.
Alrighty. I think we're going to start this as my maiden voyage with a little text so you talk, because we've been talking about the Red Rivalry game lately, and, you know, they're moving to the SEC and what they're going to do if they want to keep the game at the Cotton Bowl. But I think Mike has a pretty interesting solution to that.
They should have a three-way this weekend with A&M being there.
I definitely don't.
Just keep playing each other.
This has nothing to do
All right.
with Texas A&M.
So what do you think about that?
I think that A&M would be the one in that room that's like upset that they're not getting enough attention.
Yeah, since they're the best.
They would be like,
really confusing.
Hey, what's going on? You two it seems like it's really just two.
Yeah.
Even though we're here.
Texas and OU wanted to experiment, but they needed a conduit, and that's what A&M is there. They're sitting in the chair.
Yep, Texas
They're not
A&M
involved.
just watching.
What's
They're like,
happening?
they want to be a part of it.
Texas Tech can't even get texted back. You're a freak, Mike. That was amazing.
Alrighty, we're going to move on.
Oh, my God. Jeez.
How about our Dallas Cowboys insider, Mickey Spagnola? Because we've been talking about Dak coming back here shortly, but I think he has an interesting way to kind of prove if Dak is ready to come back or not.
Well, he might tell you, but there's signs of if he's ready or not, right?
gripping
How's
the
he
football,
throwing the ball?
yeah.
You know,
And Parcells
what
punch
are
him
the
in the
velocity-
hand and
Yes,
see how
yeah.
he feels.
Can we shake hands, you know, right-handed, right? Let's go, okay, let me grab it, see what it feels like, right? Because, you know, think about the pressure of taking the snap. You know, the ball's going to hit your thumb when it comes up. And so, you know, that, you know, if you're seeing him wincing, it's like, no, go sit down.
Well, there you go.
He said, let me. And you hear right after he says it, he starts to scramble like, oh, I just did the joke. Mickey, it's so obvious at this point.
I'm starting to go over to y'all's side that he's doing this on purpose.
I like it, though. I like that he's become part of the show. You know, he's not like, you know what? There's no I see you in Oxnard. There's just, you know what? I want to be part of KNC.
From the 214, Kevin used to call me at the newspaper to yell at me. I can confirm. That did not happen. That did not happen. Back to you, Joey.
Alrighty, let's. What do you guys think about thrifting?
If you're a teenager, that's all that matters.
I know that I'm going to be part of this.
Yep.
I don't know, Mike. Is it Homer?
I'm a huge Steelers fan.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Steelers aren't on the top 10.
Yeah.
They stink. That's fine. It doesn't bother me at all.
It does. It hurts your feelings.
How are your feelings?
My daughter bought a Steelers sweater at the Goodwill or whatever.
Why?
I don't know.
You didn't tell her to throw it in the trash?
She was just thrifting.
I know. I tell you what, kids thrift too much.
They really do.
What is
Joey, are you a kid? Do you thrift too much?
No, I rarely go to thrift stores, so yeah, maybe I'm not one of those.
I used to go to Dandy Dan's or whatever over off Garland Road and Peavy with my grandmother
I know
all the time.
I don't know what that is.
It was
I know where that
is. It was a
is.
thrift store.
Uh-huh.
And I remember going there all the time. And
is it because of that song? Like, what happened 5 years
that was
ago?
Way before that song, though, Mike. But I didn't. We could get stuff. There was just stuff there. But yeah, it does seem like teenagers are like, I got $4. Let's go get a whole wardrobe today. And it's smart.
And it's
Who's
$4
teaching these
worth of
kids
clothes.
this?
We've talked a lot about backups here at the station recently, especially with Cooper Rush and what he's done with Dak out. And I thought Kevin had an interesting perspective about, you know, the rapport he's had with some of the other backups on the team.
I think part of the deal might be he's just naturally going to have a better rapport with Cooper Rush because they were more likely to spend time backing things up together.
But even with Dak, though,
The immediate regret.
Yeah, as soon as I said that, I realized that we would end up here. Now people are texting in about awesome thrift shops. So it's It's taken over. You know what? Do me a favor, Joey. Let's play some of these clips. Don't tell us ahead of time why we said the stupid thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I regretted that.
That's my
immediately.
vote right now.
Backing it up.
Yeah.
Not Mickey? Okay.
No, it's you.
Alrighty, let's go with Corey here. This one's pretty good.
Say, all right, let's put Peters in there and see how that battle goes, because Peters is still doing, like, he's a big, strong man who can definitely handle Aaron Donald, but this is a different position that he's playing for the first time. I want to watch it all night, actually.
Yeah, I do too.
This is all I want to see now, is I want to watch Peters inside going up against Aaron Donald the whole night. 877-881-1053 if you want to see the same thing.
You just lost, Kevin.
I will be very honest too.
That's fine.
There are times when you really do. Some people will try to get into Masterpiece of the Week. That was a very it may sound like that. That was so unintentional though. That was so unintentional.
The world of sports sometimes throws you off. Like we've talked about this many times. Texas high school football playoff games that were tied used to be decided by penetrations. That was a real thing that happened. And then we got Jason Peters over here, and like, what are you supposed to do?
Handy dandies, was it? That was not dandy dans or whatever.
Okay.
Nothing wrong
Handy
with having an
dandies.
affinity to Jason Peters. He is a big, strong guy.
Yeah.
Can't blame him.
Man, that does make it
Strong
sound worse
man.
when Corey's like, man, he's a big, strong guy.
Big strong boy.
Feels like you want him to like scoop you up in his arms and make you feel safe.
Keep me protected.
I've gone thrift shopping with my daughter. It takes me 5 minutes to know I want nothing in this place. And we still have another hour to go.
What? I think we're almost done.
At the thrift shop.
Oh.
Alrighty, this one, I actually have no idea what this is in reference to, so I'll just let Mike take this one away.
Did Amon-Ra St. Brown's
Red
father
Zone.
is Mr. Universe?
Red Zone.
And challenged AC Green for still having the Jerry curl in the mid to late 90s.
Come on, dude.
Well, he did.
I don't
They
know
showed him
that to
Jerry
be the
curled
case.
out in a little Speedo, and you could see all his body except the Speedo part, and then you could
No,
see
you
the
can see
Jerry
the
curl.
Speedo.
He's like,
You can see
listen,
the Speedo
I
part.
want to keep my body wet. I got to keep it glossy so it looks good for pictures, and a better way to do that is if I got the Jerry curl, I can just take my hand if I get a little dry and put it on my skin again, and it's wet.
All right. Well, I just lost
My
again.
body with
I'm going to tell you this. This is partially my fault because I remember they kept showing Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad on the TV in like Mike said, in his Speedo flexing, and I had to show Mike, and then that just threw Mike off the track. And yeah, that was tremendous.
I wonder how many NBA players went up to AC Green in the 90s and said, hey, nobody's doing this anymore. Even Michael Cage took his off a while back.
Do you think that's what they were going up to AC Green to talk about?
In the book, they talk about his virgin stuff. I read the book. I read multiple books on that.
Just cut him
Magic
saying I read
said-
multiple books.
Magic
Alrighty.
said, like, I bet you start sleeping around. And he said, I bet I don't. And he didn't. Magic did. You know what happened?
What happened? That's not funny. I shouldn't laugh.
Anyways,
Oh my God, Mike.
I think
Yeah,
we have-
Joey,
think we
I
have
told
time
you
for a
they try to
couple
take
more.
over.
This one, how about some drone talk? I think this happened last week.
Mike, do you know anybody, or are you a drone guy where they would spend
I'm
like
not a drone
multiple
guy. I bet
thousands of
Derek
dollars?
Collins a drone
I bet he
guy.
has a
Yeah.
drone. Flies around the golf course.
I know he's a drone guy because I think he has a drone thing.
He likes
like,
bees.
yeah, that he.
in his fish tanks.
No, not his
Okay.
fish tank. But I think he's done drone work on his like Instagram or whatever.
He's done drone work. All right.
Well, like, you know, the video, and then you're like, that had to come from a drone. He can't jump that high.
Derek Collin cannot jump.
Cannot
That
jump
high.
that high. But has a great fish tank that definitely not stoned Mike Bassick looked at for an hour.
True.
He looked at that fish tank for
He was
hours.
like, you guys ever think about coral? And I was like, hold on. Are you sure you're not stoned? He's like, not at all.
Just made me
ever-
think about his fish tank again. I forgot to really look at it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
We just went and played golf.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, that's all our submissions. What do you guys think?
100% gonna vote for Mike Bassick talking about St. Brown's dad and
All right.
weirdly the Jerry curl.
It's 1-0 for Body Wet. How about you, Corey?
I'm voting for Mickey. Mickey's
All right.
was too good.
Ooh, this is going to be on Joey because I'm voting for the insertion of Peters in this game versus. Aaron Donald.
I guess as the deciding vote, I'm going to have to go with Mike Body Wet as your KNC masterpiece of the week.
Can we hear
Amon Ross St. Brown's
Red
father
Zone.
is Mr. Universe.
I got red zone.
And challenged AC Green for still having the Jerry curl in the mid to late 90s.
Come on, dude.
Well, he did.
I
They
don't
showed
know
him
that to
Jerry
be the
curled
case.
out in a little Speedo, and you could see all his body except the Speedo part, and then you could see the Jerry curl. He's like, listen,
the Speedo
I
part.
want to keep my body wet. I got to keep it glossy so it looks good for pictures. And a better way to do that is if I got the Jerry curl, I can just take my hand if I get a little dry and put it on my skin again, and it's wet.
Body Wet, baby.
Okay, really quick though, I think my favorite part of that might be you can see his entire body except for the Speedo part. That is tremendous.